Hello friends. So in the last video we have started the isometrics of combination solids. There we have constructed the isometrics of a square pyramid which is placed on a cube and together placed on a rectangular block. In this video we are going to study about the construction of isometric view of a cone of diameter 50 and height 60 which is placed over a rectangular block of 50 mm into 40 mm into 30 mm size. Okay, so there is a rectangular block of 50 mm into 40 mm into 30 mm size, and on the top of that rectangular block there is a cone of diameter 50 mm and height 60 mm, and the axis of the solids are along the same line. Okay, so the first step is, we all know, we have to construct the orthographic projection of the solid. You can see the orthographic projection here. In the top view you can see the rectangular block and the circle of the cone. So the rectangular block means in the top view you can see the 50 mm side and the 40 mm side, and on the top of that you can see the circle having a diameter of 50. So the first step is, we have to construct the isometric of the rectangular block, and on the top of that we can construct the isometric of the cone. We can construct the isometric in many manner, in different manners. So in this problem, first we can construct the isometrics of the cone, and on the below of that cone we can construct the isometric of the rectangular block. The reason you can understand at the end of this video. Okay, so see, this is the horizontal line. So this is a 30-degree isometric x-axis, and this is 30-degree isometric y-axis. We know that. So we know that isometric of a circle of having 50 into 50. So from this point we can mark a 50 here, we can mark a 50 here, so that we can construct the isometric of the circle like this. Then now we can obtain the center portion. Since it is isometric of the circle, this center will be the center of the circle. Otherwise you can take this distance mark here, this distance mark here, that will coincide here only. From that point we can obtain the height of 60, so that this will be the apex of the cone. So apex of the cone also has been completed. Now that is the important thing. That is why we started from the cone. See, in the top view you can see only 40 here and 50 here, which means that this 50 will be there considering the rectangular block, but 40, this is 50, so only 40 amount will be like here. So how can we obtain that point? See, if this is the rectangle, if this is the rectangle which inscribed the circle, on that rectangle, on the bottom layer of the rectangle, that is this image only, we can obtain this point, we can obtain this point, we can obtain this and these points. How can we obtain? Take this distance, mark here, take this distance, mark here, take this distance, mark here and mark here, so that now we have obtained these 4 points. Now the easiest thing is, once you obtained these 4 points, now we have to obtain a rectangular block there. Clear? How can we obtain the rectangular block? See, there is a distance of 30 from the layer of the base of the cone in the downward direction. So now we have obtained these 4 points. So from that point we can draw a vertical line downwards at a distance of 30, which means from this point we can draw a line at a distance of 30. So this is 30. So this will be 30, this will be 30, this will be 30, and this will be 30. So now we have obtained the bottom portion of the rectangular block. Now we can complete this. How can we complete? This. So this is the bottom portion of the rectangular block. Before drawing the top point of the rectangular block, now we have to complete the ellipse of the isometric view of the cone, isometric view of the base of the cone, that is the isometric view of the circle of the cone. How can we complete it? Using the 4 center method. So this will be the midpoint, this will be the midpoint, this is obtuse angle. Similarly, here point will be there, a midpoint will be there. Clear? So draw the line tangential. Now it is very clear to us that this is the portion belongs to the rectangular block. This is also belongs to rectangular block. This also belongs to rectangular block. This much portion belongs to rectangular block because there is a line connecting this point and this point. Since it crosses here, it will be invisible. So only this much portion is required. And this also a part of the rectangular block, but here it is invisible because it came inside that cone, so it is not necessary to draw here also portion of the rectangular block, but we can connect this and this point like this, so that this portion will be visible. Now see, this is the ellipse. So that also will be visible. This will be the axis of the ellipse. Only this much is necessary. All the other things will be invisible, so it is not necessary to draw in isometric projection. So now you can understood that why we start from the layer of the cone. We can start from here also. If you are starting from here means these 4 points we have to mark. That means these 4 points will be coming outside the layer of the rectangular block. This point, you can see that this point comes here, this point comes here, this point came here, similarly that point will came here. In that manner we can complete the cone. That is also one method. That is another method. You can follow any method. If you start from this rectangular block, you can start the isometric of the rectangle like this. On that rectangle, now you will get not inside point, these 4 points will be outside points. So outside points you have to mark. Then you can draw the isometric of cone. Okay, so first we draw the block of draw the rectangle of the ellipse, locate the center of the, locate the axis of the cone. Now you locate the 4 inside points, these points you have located. You draw the isometric of the rectangular block, and then according to the visibility you complete the isometric of the cone which is placed over the rectangular block. So I think all of you have understood this question. Thank you.